My child, I have heard the silent prayer that beats within the chambers of your heart. I have seen you searching, looking for a sign, a whisper of confirmation in the noise of the world, a light to guide your next step. You felt busy, you felt distracted, but your spirit was reaching for me. And so, I come to you now in this quiet moment to give you what you seek. I am leaning in to speak directly to your soul, and there is a profound reason you are receiving this message right now. Do not dismiss it as a coincidence, for I have orchestrated this encounter. The matter I wish to place upon your heart, the very reason I have drawn you here, concerns your family. I know this is a subject that holds both immense joy and deep pain for you. Your family is not merely a collection of people you happen to live with. They are the primary loom upon which the tapestry of your life is woven. They are your beginning, your foundation, and a significant part of your journey's purpose. I want to lift the veil from your eyes so that you may see them as I see them. I long for you to look past the surface-level irritations, beyond the history of disagreements that play on a loop in your mind, beyond the flaws that you know so well, and even beyond the imperfections you see in yourself when you are with them. Recognize this divine truth. Each member of your family was intentionally chosen to walk this specific path with you. I, your Creator, placed them in your life with a purpose that is woven into the very fabric of your destiny. It was not an accident of birth. It was not a random assignment. It was a divine appointment. Even when you cannot fathom why they act as they do, why their choices baffle you, or why communication feels like navigating a minefield, know that every single soul in your family carries a unique story that is intrinsically linked to yours. They are here to teach you, to challenge you, to grow with you, and to be loved by you. Do not for a moment underestimate the incredible power of the love that flows between you. I know that sometimes this love seems buried beneath layers of misunderstanding, pain, or years of unspoken grievances. It can feel like a distant memory or a fragile hope. But I tell you, love is the bedrock. Love, my child, is infinitely stronger than resentment. It is more powerful than a flash of anger. It is more enduring than the miles of emotional or physical distance that may separate you. The love that binds your family is an eternal cord, one that I myself braided before the foundations of the world were laid. The affection you feel for them, and the love they in their own way hold for you, even when it is hidden or expressed imperfectly, has its ultimate source in me, for I am love. I see you, my child. I see the deep ache in your heart for them. I have witnessed the private moments when you have laid awake at night, questioning everything. You have asked yourself, am I a good enough child, parent, or sibling? Have I done all that I should for them? Have I in some way failed them? The weight of these questions can be crushing, but I want to speak this truth over you right now and release you from that burden. You have not failed. You are in a process. You are learning. You are growing. You are becoming the person I created you to be. Every interaction, every challenge within your family is part of that sacred process. Even the moments you desperately wish you could go back and erase, the words you wish you could take back, the actions you regret, none of it is wasted in my economy. I am the great Redeemer, and I use everything, even our mistakes and shortcomings, to mold hearts, to teach grace, and to transform lives in ways we could never have planned. Your family, in all its beautiful and messy reality, is a reflection of my heart for you. When you look at them, I desire for you to see an opportunity to serve when it is inconvenient, an opportunity to forgive when your flesh wants to hold a grudge, an opportunity to extend grace when it feels undeserved, an opportunity to nurture the seeds of good you see in them, to support them when they stumble, and to protect the bond that I have seen fit. Yes, I know that sometimes this calling feels impossibly heavy. There are days when the responsibility feels like a physical weight upon your shoulders. I know the profound loneliness that can wash over you, feeling completely misunderstood even when you are in a room full of the people who are supposed to know you best. But hear this promise and let it anchor your soul. I am in the midst of your family. I am not a distant observer. I walk through the rooms of your home. My presence lingers in the hallways. I listen to the words spoken in hurried whispers and the true feelings that hide behind them. I hear the silent cries that no one else can perceive. I am there in the dead of night when a tear escapes your eye and travels down your cheek. I collect every single one of those tears, and I do not waste them. I turn them into seeds of hope, planting them in the soil of your family's future, ready for a new season of growth and healing. My beloved child, I am calling you not to give up on them. I know the temptation is strong. When a conflict arises, it feels easier to withdraw, to build walls around your heart to protect it from further hurt. But I am calling you to stand firm in love. Be the one who brings light when the shadows of despair and negativity try to settle in. Be the one who speaks words of peace when the winds of chaos and argument begin to howl. Be the one who gently reminds them of my promises when they, and even you, are tempted to forget. You are not just a passive member of your family. I have chosen you to be a vessel of my restoration within it. I have positioned you as a lampstand, not so you can boast in your own light, but so that the light of my presence may burn brightly through you, bringing warmth where there is coldness and clarity where there is confusion. I know the specific burdens you carry concerning them. I see the names and faces that come to your mind right now, the worries you have for their future, the concerns you harbor about the choices they are making, the fears that grip you for their physical and spiritual safety, the questions you have about the paths they are walking. In this moment, I want you to consciously release them from your grasp and place them into my hands. Open your fingers and let them go. Do you not yet understand that I love them even more than you ever could? Your love for them, as deep and pure as it is but a dim reflection of the infinite, all-consuming love I have for each one of them. Their names are not just written, but engraved upon the palms of my hands. I have marked out all of their days in my book before a single one of them came to be. So, trust me with them. Trust me with their individual stories, which are still being written. Trust me with their precious and eternal souls. Think of the countless prayers you have whispered for them. Prayers for their salvation, for their health, for their happiness, for their deliverance. There have been times when you felt those prayers hit the ceiling and fall back to the ground, unheard and unanswered. But I tell you this as a solemn truth. Not a single prayer has been lost. Not one word you uttered in faith has vanished into the ether. Each one has risen before my throne like fragrant incense. They are stored in the heavenly places, treasures held in reserve, and in my perfect appointed time they shall bear fruit. Some answers you will see unfold quickly, like a sudden downpour after a long drought. Others will manifest slowly and quietly, like the first hint of dawn breaking through the darkest part of the night. But you must believe this: every prayer matters. Every tear you've shed for them matters. Every heartfelt cry matters. I have heard them all, and my spirit is moving in ways you cannot yet see. The foundations are being shifted. The groundwork is being laid. You often wonder why it feels so difficult, why family life can be the source of our greatest conflicts. It is because family is the foundational unit of love, community, and faith on this earth. And the adversary, the enemy of your soul, knows this. He desires to attack where the roots are most deeply planted. He knows that if he can sow seeds of division, bitterness, and unforgiveness in the home, he believes he can weaken faith, silence joy, and dim the light of my testimony to the world. But I declare to you today a truth that is more powerful than any of his schemes. No weapon formed against your family will prosper when you choose to remain in me and cover them in my love. So rise up, my beloved warrior of love. Rise up and cover your family in prayer, not as a duty, but as a fierce act of spiritual protection. Speak blessings over them, even when they are not acting blessedly. Declare life and health and peace over their lives. Make a conscious choice to refuse bitterness, a place to take root in your heart. For I have called your family to be a living, breathing testimony of my goodness and my redeeming grace. Forgive quickly. Do not let the sun go down on your anger. I know how hard this can be, but your forgiveness is not about letting them off the hook. It is about unchaining yourself from the poison of resentment. Love deeply, even when it feels like your love is not being returned or appreciated. Show mercy, for you yourself have been the recipient of immeasurable mercy from me. Do not wait for others to make the first move toward reconciliation. You are the one I am calling right now to lead by example. In your humility, I will release a spirit of healing. In your patience, I will pave the way for reconciliation. In your small acts of kindness, I will soften hearts that have been closed and hardened for years. My child, I am fully aware of the wounds that exist in your family. There are old wounds, some from generations past, that remain tender to the touch. There are words that were spoken that still echo in the quiet moments, memories that can still bring a sting to your eyes. Bring them all to me. Do not carry them alone any longer. Lay them at the feet of my cross. I am the great physician, the healer of broken hearts. I am the mender of shattered trust. I am the restorer of what has been broken. What seems utterly impossible to you is not only possible, but is my specialty. Do not dwell on what has been lost or what you wish had been different. Instead, look forward with faith and expectation to what I am about to restore and create anew. I want you to see your family as a garden, and I am the master gardener. In this garden, some plants are thriving and blooming in the sun. Some are weak and struggling, in need of special care. Some are still just seeds hidden beneath the soil, waiting for their specific season to sprout and break through. Do not judge the entire garden based on its appearance in one single season. Trust the process. Trust the gardener. What looks barren and lifeless to you now can burst forth with vibrant life in my timing. What seems withered and beyond hope can be revived by the living water of my spirit. What feels hopeless can be renewed with my breath of life. I am faithful to complete the work I have begun. I will not leave your family unfinished. In light of this, I call you to be patient with them, just as I am infinitely patient with you. I know you long for them to understand your heart, to walk with you in perfect harmony, to share the same vision and the same faith. But you must remember, each person is on their own unique journey with me. Each soul has its own pace of growth. Each one is fighting their own hidden battles and struggling with their own secret fears that you know nothing about. So, walk in compassion. Operate from a place of grace, for you do not see the full picture as I do. You do not know the battles they face in the silence of their own hearts, but I know, and I am with them, even in their most hidden valleys. Do not allow the thief of comparison to steal your joy. Do not look at other families that seem perfect from the outside and feel that your own is less than. What I am doing in and through your family is a unique and custom designed work of art. No one else's story can or should compare to yours. What you perceive as a weakness in your family, I can transform into your greatest strength. What you see as a frustrating delay, I am using as a time of divine preparation. What you identify as broken, I will use to create a beautiful mosaic of my grace. Your family is not forgotten. It is not abandoned. I am working, my child. Believe it. I am working even when you cannot see it. And in the midst of this calling to love and serve them, I also remind you, my beloved, to take care of yourself. You cannot pour from a vessel that is empty. It is not selfish to take time to rest in my presence. It is essential. Come to me, let me fill you with my peace. Allow me to renew your strength for the journey. When you are refreshed in me, you will have so much more to give to them. Do not carry the weight of your family's well-being alone. I never intended for you to bear that burden. I am your helper. I am your strength. I am your ever-present source. Lean on me fully, and I promise I will uphold you and your entire family. There will be seasons of joyous laughter, and there will be seasons of shared tears. I am present in both. There will be moments of beautiful unity, and there will be moments of painful discord. But through it all, I am weaving something eternal. You may not see the full pattern now, but one day you will look back and understand how I used every thread, every color, every knot, and every broken piece to create a testimony of my faithfulness. So honor your family. Speak words of life over them. Show them grace in their weakness. Encourage them in their struggles. Celebrate them in their victories, no matter how small. Teach them to look to me, not by lecturing or forcing, but by the irresistible example of your own authentic love. For your love will be the window through which they get a glimpse of mine. And know this, down to your very bones, no mistake is too great for my redemption. No distance is too wide for my restoration. No wound is too deep for my healing. My arm is not too short to save, and my mercy is not too limited to reach every single one of them. I am able to do exceedingly and abundantly above all you could ever ask or imagine, not just for you, but for your entire household. Therefore, stand firm in your faith. Be steadfast in your prayer. Walk in radical love and remember that you are not alone in this sacred work. I am with you. I am for you. And I am working all things together for your good and for theirs. Hold on to hope, for I am the God of all hope. Hold on to faith, for I am forever faithful. Hold on to love, for my love never ever fails. My beloved child, hear me now as I shift my focus, for what I am about to tell you is connected. You have asked for confirmation, and I do not withhold it. I come to you as a father who loves without measure, who gives without limit, who desires to pour out blessings upon you every moment of every day that you breathe. Yet so often, your eyes become fixed on what you perceive to be lacking, on the spaces in your life that you think are empty. In this constant search for what is missing, you inadvertently overlook the vast treasures I have already placed in your hands, the countless gifts already present, the abundant blessings that are surrounding you in this very moment. Gratitude, my child, is the key that unlocks the storehouses of heaven. When you sincerely thank me for what you already hold, your heart becomes like fertile soil, ready to receive even greater things. Conversely, when you ignore or belittle what is already in your hands, you inadvertently despise the gift, and this can hinder the flow of more. I am not a God who withholds from you, but I deeply desire that you recognize what I have already provided, for only then can you steward it well and truly enjoy it. Take a moment now. Look back at the moments of immense strength you discovered within yourself when you thought you could not go on. That was my blessing of fortitude. Reflect on the profound wisdom you gained through trials that once seemed unbearable and pointless. That was my blessing of insight. Consider the doors of opportunity that swung open just when you thought every path was closed. That was my blessing of favor. Think of the forgiveness, either given or received, that mended wounds you thought were fatal to a relationship. That was my blessing of reconciliation. Even your pain, my child, though you cannot always see it in the moment, has become a blessing, for it has birthed a deep compassion in your heart for others who are suffering. It has deepened the roots of your faith, forcing you to trust me more than your own understanding. It has drawn you closer to me, into the secret place of my presence. What the enemy intended to use to destroy you, I have masterfully turned for your good. Do you not see it? Even in seasons of sorrow, blessings are hidden. Even in experiences of loss, new blessings are being planted. Even in the long and arduous periods of waiting, blessings of patience and endurance are growing within you. Do you not see, my child, how much I have already poured into your life? The very breath that fills your lungs is a gift, a miracle of life renewed with each new morning. When you opened your eyes today, that was not by chance. It was my hand of mercy sustaining you, granting you another day to live and love. The sunrise that broke through the darkness was not just light for the world, but it was a personal promise to your soul, a reminder that every darkness, no matter how deep, must eventually give way to my dawn. Your heartbeat, steady and faithful within your chest, is that not my song of life playing within you? The strength in your body, even on days when you feel utterly weak, is that not my grace carrying you through? The shelter over your head, the food upon your table, the clothes upon your body, those are profound blessings. You may have grown to see them as ordinary, but I tell you they are extraordinary miracles of my provision. So many in this world cry out for what you now call common. So many long desperately for the very things you have grown accustomed to. What seems small and insignificant to you is a magnificent treasure in the eyes of those who hunger, of those who thirst, of those who wander without a place of refuge. Look around you, my child, and consciously see the blessings you have overlooked. The shared laughter that has echoed in your home, the cleansing tears you have shed with loved ones, the quiet moments of unexpected peace, the small victories throughout your day. These are not just fleeting moments, they are precious treasures. Every genuine smile you have received from another, every word of encouragement that was spoken into your heart just when you needed it, every warm embrace that reminded you that you are loved, those are all gifts from my hand to you. In them, I am revealing my constant presence in your life. You ask me for signs, but my signs are all around you. The intricate design of a flower that blooms, the breathtaking canvas of stars that shine in the night sky, the gentle breeze that touches your fusa. Those are my whispers of love to you. The unexpected kindness of a stranger, the comforting voice of a trusted friend, the pure, uninhibited laughter of a 𝐒𝐃. Those are my messages of joy. Yet you often look past these, searching for a greater, louder sign. And in your search, you overlook the small miracles that carry the fullness of my glory. Do not despise what seems little or ordinary. Do not chase endlessly for more when you have not yet cherished what is already in your possession. For the principle of my kingdom is this: when you are faithful and grateful in the little things, I will entrust you with much. But when you disregard the little, your heart can become blind to the abundance that is already yours. Gratitude opens the eyes of your spirit. Ingratitude blinds them. I have already given you peace, though you may not always recognize it because you expect it to look like the absence of all problems. But my peace is different. Sometimes it is the supernatural calm that holds your heart steady in the very center of a raging storm. I have already given you joy, though you may miss it because you are looking for it in grand celebrations. But my joy often hides in the quiet, simple moments. Bathing a sunset, hearing a beautiful melody, feeling the warmth of the sun on your skin. I have already given you provision, though you may still long for increase. But the fact that you have what you need for today is a living testimony that I will not and have not forsaken you. My beloved, your heart so often cries out, if only I had more. More wealth, more recognition, more success, more answers, more signs. Yet I say to you, you already have more than you realize. The eternal life within you, the love that surrounds you, the faith that sustains you, the hope that lifts you. Those are riches far beyond all the gold and silver in the world. What good is gold without peace in your soul? What good is silver without love in your home? What use is immense wealth without health, or public recognition without inner joy? Do not measure your blessings by the world's fleeting yardstick of success. Their measure is temporary, but mine is eternal. Do you not see the relationships I have entrusted to you? Even in their imperfection, they are blessings. the friend who truly listens when you feel unheard, the family member who stands by you in the struggle, the soul who prays for you in silence without any need for recognition. These are treasures of immeasurable worth. They may not be many, but they are enough. I never said you would need a multitude. I said where 2 or 3 are gathered in my name, there is power. Cherish the few I have given you, and you will know true abundance. The adversary seeks to deceive you into a mindset of lack. He wants your eyes to remain fixed on what you do not have, rather than on the overflowing well of my grace that is already within and around you. He whispers lies of comparison, telling you that others are more blessed, that others have more joy, more peace, more provision, more opportunities. But I tell you, comparison is a thief of joy. It blinds you to your own unique inheritance. It makes you feel impoverished when I have already clothed you in the richness of my grace. It makes you feel forgotten when I have already called you by name and declared that you are mine. Remember how I have carried you through the darkest valleys of your past. Remember the prayers I have answered, though not always in the way you expected or on the timeline you wanted. Remember the unseen harm I have spared you from. Remember the doors I have mercifully closed that would have led you to destruction. All of these, the open doors and the closed honest, are my blessings. You say, Lord, I need more. And I answer you, my child, you already have everything you need for today. Tomorrow will come with its own portion of grace. I give you daily bread, not a storehouse for a lifetime all at once. If I did, you would be tempted to rely on your own stores and forget your need for me, the giver. I give you what you need in each season so that you will learn to walk hand in hand with me, trusting me, learning from me, and growing in intimacy with me. The blessings you overlook today may be the very ones you cry for tomorrow if they are gone. That parent who calls, that friend who texts, that child who laughs, that roof that shelters, that work that sustains. Those are all precious gifts. Cherish them while they are here. For nothing on this earth lasts forever, but everything I give you is designed to point you toward the eternal, where nothing good will ever be taken away. I have blessed you with the strength to endure, with the hope to rise again, with the faith to believe in the unseen, and with the love to give to others. These are incorruptible treasures that the world can never steal from you. Do not diminish them by chasing after the fleeting shadows of more. The more you seek outside of me will always leave you empty, but the more you recognize you already have in me will leave you overflowing. Do not despise the sacred rhythm of the ordinary. In the ordinary moments my glory dwells. The daily cycle of waking, working, loving, and resting, all of it is woven together by my hand. You look for dramatic miracles, yet every single breath is a miracle. You look for spectacular wonders, yet every faithful heartbeat is a wonder. You look for loud signs, yet every answered prayer, no matter how small, is a sign of my attentiveness to you. My beloved, lift your eyes. Shift your perspective not to what is missing, but to what is abundantly present. For when you begin to see your life through the lens of gratitude, your entire world will become radiant with blessing. The water you drink, the air you breathe, the ground you walk up in, those are all my provisions for you. The ability to think, to feel, to love, to dream, those are my divine gifts to you. And the presence of my Holy Spirit dwelling within you, guiding you, comforting you, and empowering you. This is the greatest blessing of all. You are rich, not poor. You are full, not empty. You are blessed beyond measure, not lacking in anything. But you must choose to see it. You must open your heart and mind to a spirit of gratitude. You must consciously silence the whining voice of discontent and tune your ear to the gentle whisper of thankfulness. And when you do this, you will discover that the blessings you already possess are more than enough. You will see that I have not withheld from you, but have given to you abundantly. You will recognize that you are living daily in the reality of answered prayers, some of which you have long forgotten you even prayed. Remember now. Remember the things you once begged me for. the job, the healing, the peace, the open door. Many of these I have already given. Learn to dwell in the joy of these answered prayers before rushing to the next request. For a heart full of gratitude opens the heavens, but a heart of complaint can feel like a closed door. My beloved, I am not rebuking you, I am teaching you. I am not withholding from you, I am guiding you into the fullness of joy. I want you to live not in a state of constant striving, but in a state of restful abundance. Not in perpetual longing, but in deep contentment. Not in blindness to my goodness, but in constant awareness of my presence. The blessings you already have are the seeds for the greater things to come. If you cherish and water them with gratitude, they will multiply. If you neglect them, they can wither. So rejoice in what is right before you. Give thanks for what is within you. Celebrate the abundant blessings of today. For tomorrow holds its own portion of grace, and eternity holds more than you can possibly imagine. And know this above all else, I am your greatest blessing. My presence in your life, my spirit within you, my unconditional love surrounding you, this surpasses every other gift. If you had nothing else in this world but you had me, you would still have everything. And because you have me, you truly lack nothing. Therefore, my child, walk in gratitude. Open your eyes wide, live with awareness, and you will see with breathtaking clarity that you are already surrounded by blessing upon blessing, grace upon grace, gift upon gift. I have spoken and my word is truth. Amen.